सोनू जी's like यार उनके साथ बात करने में बड़ा मजा आता है. Well, as the gender bias is there with or without anything. I mean, I'm sure even Meryl Streep is going through some sort of gender bias at some point in her life. That's something which Ritesh and I we both have in common, that we wanted to be with people who we really value and love, and so therefore it was just our parents and all our friends and family. With me with BALKI, actually, I'd gone to record for Pa. Mm-hmm. And this was 2009, and he looked at me like, you're not underage or something, you can work, right? Like it's you're not like a kid or something. I said, no sir, I'm not a kid.
Shah Rukh Khan?
Shah Rukh Khan, he has that perfect, I would even say it's an etiquette, because he really means it, because when he meets you, he makes that moment matter. He's very committed to the moment. I really admire that about him. I've been the most smitten by Nasir Saab.
Oh wow!
I've completely, like, totally, yeah. Deepika, she's so sweet, yeah. Like, I sometimes want to tell her, like you're so sweet. I think you need to, like, sometimes be, rude. Ranbir Singh, again, every time I meet him, we always talk about Man Marziyan. I don't know how it happens, but it always, something happens and he'll talk about that. Like,
Shilpa Rao, a soulful voice behind several chart busters that have left an indelible impact on us, joins us today to talk about Anoushka Shankar's album, Love Letters, which has a song by her, its nomination at the Grammy Awards this year, and about her friends and colleagues from the industry. Congratulations, Shilpa. I mean, 2021 has kicked off on the right note for you. I mean, you just got married, there's Grammy nominations, the announcement would happen like in a month or so. So 2021 has been like clearly a winner year for you, right?
Well, actually, we've been through such a tough year that even the slightest piece of good news becomes really huge for all of us. So yeah, this is something which is really awesome. I never thought we would get to a Grammy nomination and all of that, but then yes, life is very, very unpredictable, and thank you so much for your wishes. And I really hope 2021 is great for all of us as world citizens, because yeah, the whole of last year we've been through so much. I mean, in all parts of the world. Just hoping that this turns out to be a great year. Yeah.
Yes. And you have a song in Anoushka's album. Tell us something about the association. How exactly did the association begin? How did the song how did the offer come to you?
So we had met many years back in Delhi. We were at a music festival, and Karsh was a common friend, and he introduced us, and it happens that it happens so that a musician even before you meet them because of their music, and then you have a fair idea of what that person should be like. So of course, Anoushka and I met. We knew each other's music beforehand, and we kept in touch. I was visiting. I was in London for a bit. And we got to talking and lunch, and we said let's do a song together, and that's how this collaboration happened last year. Yeah.
We just wanted to know that if the Grammy goes to Anoushka Shankar, and of course the song, what would your first reaction be like?
No, it's that one step for one man is like a huge step for the whole mankind. So yeah, it's a great boost for all of us. And again, yeah, it just, then the question is, what new music would I put out? That's always the next question. Yeah. I always ask myself that. So that would be the next question. Yeah.
Yes. But tell me something that with such recognition coming your way, the fact that, there's a nomination, against your name. Do you think this would really help you in India in terms of, when we talk about gender inequality? I mean, it happens like everywhere in each domain, including music. Do you think that such recognitions and such achievement really help female artists, to be at par with their male counterparts? Does that sort of, bring you, it's easy for you to assert yourself as a singer, as a musician? Yeah.
Well, as the gender bias is there with or without anything. I mean, I'm sure even Meryl Streep is going through some sort of gender bias at some point in her life. There is no absolute way of removing it. The only one absolute way of removing is to be, stand strong on your own stance, irrespective. Even if you were a newcomer or you are established or any designations are attached to you. Frankly speaking, it's nothing to do with what is attached with your name. It's everything to do with how much you respect yourself, and you can say, you can't do this, or you can't say this to me, or this opinion of yours, I don't know where it's come from, but I can't walk like that. So it needs to come from you, irrespective of where you are in life and what you're doing. So I don't think the nomination or the win will change anything in that front. I will still have to make an effort on a daily basis. But yes, it's a happy moment for musicians in a whole. So yeah, that's a big it's going to be a big day for us. Yeah.
As a normal being, what is that one funny, embarrassing compliment that you would like to give to Hrithik Roshan?
Yeah, you can't be funny with that man. Like that's the biggest problem. Like, you have to take him seriously. Like, he's standing in front of you, like, okay, this is, yeah.
Were you also like totally smitten by him with his looks?
Actually, no. I think I've been the most smitten by Nasir Saab.
Oh, wow.
I've completely, like, totally, yeah.
So what exactly weaves the magic? Is it like just the persona? Is it the voice? What is it? The thoughts?
It's everything. That things that you know about him, and the things that he is, and things that he's not saying, and everything. I think, he's a man. Yeah, he's beyond words. Like, I was totally smitten by him. Yes.
Wow. Deepika Padukone.
Deepika, she's so sweet. Yeah, like, I sometimes want to tell her, like you're so sweet. I think you need to, like, sometimes be, rude, because people will, and then, like, yeah, you should just, like, be a little not so perfect. Yeah, because she's a thoroughly very sensitive and warm human being. I think, yeah, she
doesn't throw a weight around, nothing of that sort.
Not at all.
Yes. Ranbir Kapoor.
He has an excellent memory. He will remember when he saw you last, what you sang, what we were doing. Like, he has, like, that memory. So yeah, nothing just he cannot forget, like, how we met last time and all that. He has a very good memory.
Ranveer
Singh, again, every time I meet him, we always talk about Man Marziyan. I don't know how it happens, but it always, something happens and he'll talk about that. Like, I met him last and, like, you know what, Sonakshi just put out a story about Man Marziyan. You should go and check it out. I said, yeah, sure. Come. So something happens and we then talk about Man Marziyan. Yeah.
Okay. Pritam.
He's such a cute person. So he's teaching me how to hug people and be normal about it. So okay. he teaches me that, because I'm not a very expressive kind of a person. So he always says we should hug people. Like, it's a nice thing. So,
right. Shah Rukh
Khan. He has that perfect. I would even say it's an etiquette, because he really means it. Because when he meets you, he makes that moment matter. He's very committed to the moment. I really admire that about him.
Mm-hmm.
We've met once.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay. Yeah. Please go ahead.
No, we've met once and yeah. I mean that's what I remember of him. Yeah.
Sonu Nigam.
Sonu ji's like, yeah, उनके साथ बात करने में बड़ा मजा आता है.
क्या बातें होती
So
हैं?
much fun talking to him. Yeah, it's so much fun talking to him. Like he's really fun. He'll talk to everyone and like मुझे वही लगता है कि इतना टाइम कैसे वो स्पेंड करते करके मतलब इतने सारे लोगों के साथ बात कर रहे हैं. तो मुझे लगता है कि आप मतलब एनर्जी थोड़ा सेव करिए. But yeah, he's that kind of a person. Yeah.
Okay, and the last for this segment, A.R. Rahman.
Well, you just don't. First I met him, I did not say anything. I just observed him. That's all. I just saw him.
Okay.
There was nothing to say or do, but yeah.
Yes, so we're talking about happy moments. How can we not talk about your wedding? I mean, I was going through, the video that's been put out on social media. But the 2020 and the year 2021 has just helped us learn, how to live a virtual life. I mean, there's, you were taking everyone's Ashirwad and it was all happening, on the laptop. It was all virtual.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that we were never prepared for. So how did it go? I mean, tell us something about the wedding ceremony. It was a beautiful moment, a beautiful video, that's sort of gone out on social media. You couldn't invite a lot of people.
I'm not big on weddings. I'm not a fan. I'm not big on occasions. I'm someone who is very awkward in such situations. But that's something which Ritesh and I. We both have in common that we wanted to be with people who we really value and love and so therefore it was just our parents and all our friends and family who we really wanted to be with and we wanted to make that day not about rituals but about the whole company of people that we love. So yeah, that's why I like that day. Yeah.
Yes, and we only wish you a beautiful life ahead together.
Thank you.
Shilpa, you don't look your age at all. Okay, you look like years younger than you actually is. So
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Yeah. So has it ever happened that you've been considered as underage and people have said कि नहीं beta आप नहीं कर सकते हो आपका age नहीं है ये. Has it ever happened to you? I mean, it has happened to a lot of my friends.
It's happened with me with BALKI actually. I'd gone to record for Pa.
Mm-hmm.
And this was 2009 and he looked at me like you're not underage or something, you can work, right? Like it's you're not a kid or something. I said, no sir, I'm not a kid. So yeah, I gotten this, but yeah, BALKI he has BALKI sir is one such human being that when you work with him, A, it's an honor to just associate with him. B, he's a fantastic human being. It's just absolutely it's a learning experience to see his humility and how there are some people who have a lot of accolades to their name and their work, but when they meet you, they just meet you as human beings, as a normal person, and that's what BALKI sir is. So it's a great learning to just be around him and extremely funny, great sense of humor, very very intelligent man.
Really?
Yeah. So I really hope you have this. You say I mean that was a joke, but then he just pulled it off so like really really cool. Yeah. I love that.
So I've gone through your interviews and you've always mentioned that Hariharan plays a very important part in your music journey. Why don't you tell us something about him?
Well, he is the reason why I exist. I don't think if he would have met me and said whatever he said to me, and there wouldn't be Shilpa Rao. That's in one line. That's what he means to me.